Hello, Capricorn. This is Art Kozak Tarot. I am Art Kozak, and this is your reading for March 16th through the 22nd, 2020. Capricorn, I can see in the past, and this may be the recent past, but the past most relevant to the upcoming events that are going to be most significant for you in the coming week. I can see that you've been potentially having to juggle some things. You've been feeling like that you, at the very least, you've been feeling like you've had to juggle some things for the sake of a relationship, for the sake of matters of the heart. And I think you might have come to, this is not, and I say this a lot, I don't strictly do love readings. I do a love reading for the Patreon page, and there are a lot of tarot readers who do weekly love readings, just dedicating themselves to that. But matters of the heart and relationships do often come up in these readings, and I can tell you that what I'm looking at here at one point is the completion of a relationship. This may have been a breakup. This may have been the completion of a relationship because somebody was just bored, because somebody wasn't feeling it anymore. But that led you to a place of emotional independence. Whatever that was, it completed. That cycle completed and led you to a place where your emotional cup was full and you had all of your competence about you again. And so if this was a breakup, I see for most of you, it might have been one that you yourself had to initiate so that you could then be emotionally independent again. Even if it was initiated by the other party, the result is that you were emotionally independent and you're feeling your full capacity. I'm seeing coming into this coming week, you're going to be very happy. You're going to have a very bright and happy attitude. You're going to want to share happiness with others, even if you're looking at circumstances which may not be all that straightforward, even if you're dealing with people who might not be entirely honest or entirely ethical in the way that they do things. Even if you are dealing with situations in which you're having to deal with some connivers, if you're having to deal with situations that are unnecessarily complicated, you are going to be coming at that from a very good emotional place, okay, and ready to share happiness with others, even in the face of that. I do see at the beginning of the week, you're going to be facing a situation that involves a kind of stalemate, probably with another individual. This is going to be a situation in which you and the other have to accept that neither of you is going to budge. It's a situation that and this has to do to an extent with your personal security, with your the foundations of your life, the material foundations, maybe your marriage, maybe your home, but often, things that happen in the workplace can directly be related to that. So whatever the situation is, you're going to find yourself in a situation with another person where you have to just accept that they've got their way, you've got yours, and there doesn't need to be any conflict there. So let's just have a truce and keep moving forward. A good opportunity for you to share the love, because that's with that being your attitude. Just meet that with happiness and good cheer. Later on in the week, I'm seeing that you may find yourself in a place where you all of a sudden start to see something from a completely different direction than what you're used to. And this may be a person as well, maybe a person from your past that comes around and turns out to be somebody completely different, or at the very least, directly opposed to the exact opposite of what you thought they were. This, again, can be a situation to meet with good cheer, because I am seeing also in your social sphere, and this may be the same person, this may be someone different, that you're going to be dealing with somebody who is not that good of an actor in your life, somebody who might be a little bit narcissistic, somebody who's causing you some unnecessary strife, some unnecessary complications. And this may have to do with just greed on their part, or stinginess, or just want to be greedy enough to take a little piece of your pie as well as their own. That you look out for that in your social sphere. I don't want to make you too suspicious of anyone, but if you have someone in your life that is causing a little bit of extra strife for no good reason. You it might be it's very clear by the cards anyway that they are coming from a place of greed. They're coming from a place of stinginess and just wanting to keep theirs to themselves, as opposed to you who are willing to be the one who again wants to share the love. I see, and we've talked about a lot of challenging circumstances here. I see that you want to win over, that you want to win other people over, I think. But what the overall conclusion is you're going to prove yourself to be someone who is able to keep their head about them even when things are falling apart, even when other people are falling apart, even when it seems like there's no other recourse than to just let whatever's going on dissolve, or let the car crash. Don't let a car crash take place, but whatever this thing is that just smashes and falls apart, you're going to be the one who keeps their head about them. Okay, you're going to be the one in a very good place, and even in a potentially in a place of leadership throughout this whole process, and that's very good for you. And so hopefully some of this will make sense. Some of this will be helpful to you in the coming week. I know it's a relatively short reading, but the cards were relatively clear. I think that's the message that you needed to get for the coming week. But I also want to recommend to you, I'm trying to recommend to everyone, please check out the Wheel of Fortune readings in the playlist section. The Wheel of Fortune readings stay relevant throughout the month, and they are designed to help you see where your opportunities lie during this month. And so these can be opportunities for helping you deal with circumstances, opportunities for helping you forward your goals, even in times where others don't necessarily want to be cooperative, whatever's most relevant for you. So once again, I am Art Kozak. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and I look forward to speaking to you again in the future.